Ever wondered why some people who seem less intelligent earn more than the smart ones? It's a question that's crossed many minds, and today we dive into this intriguing conundrum. Welcome to the paradox of intelligence and wealth. You see, society often paints a picture where intelligence is the golden key that unlocks the door to wealth. The smartest in the class are expected to become the wealthiest in the future. But surprisingly, life doesn't always follow this script. Why is that, you may ask? Well, it's because intelligence, as traditionally defined, isn't always the key to wealth. Now, don't get me wrong. Intelligence is essential. It aids in problem-solving, strategic thinking, and innovation, all of which are valuable in the quest for wealth. However, it's not the sole determinant of financial success. There are other crucial factors at play, and they're often overlooked. Enter emotional intelligence and social skills. These two might seem like the supporting cast in the grand play of life, but they're often the real stars of the show. Emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage our own emotions and those of others, plays a critical role in wealth accumulation. It's what helps us to connect with others, to empathize, and to navigate the complex world of human interactions. Similarly, social skills, the ability to communicate effectively and build strong relationships, are just as critical. They're the tools that allow us to negotiate better deals, to network effectively, and to inspire trust and confidence in others. In the world of business and wealth creation, these skills can be more valuable than the ability to solve a complex equation or write a groundbreaking research paper. So, as counterintuitive as it may seem, being smart isn't always the ticket to wealth. It's about understanding emotions, building relationships, and most importantly, it's about recognizing that there's more to success than what's traditionally taught in classrooms. It's not always the smartest who get the biggest slice of the pie, but those who understand the art of dealing with people, emotions, and life itself. This is the paradox of intelligence and wealth, and it's only the tip of the iceberg. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this fascinating subject in the next scene. Let's examine a real-life example, a savvy salesman and a brainy scientist. Picture this. The salesman, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's got a charm that can disarm a lion. He's got a knack for persuasion, a keen understanding of human behavior, and can strike deals that would make even the most experienced negotiators blink twice. He's the type who can sell ice to the Eskimos, as the saying goes. Average in intelligence, perhaps, but his emotional intelligence is off the charts. On the other side of the spectrum, we have the scientist, a genius, a real brainiac. He's got a mind that can unravel the mysteries of the universe, decode the secrets of DNA, and predict the future of technology. His intelligence is remarkable, no doubt about it. But when it comes to social interactions, he's like a fish out of water. He's not the best at reading people or understanding their emotions. His emotional intelligence, unlike the salesman, is not his strongest suit. Now let's talk about their earnings. The salesman, with his people skills and his knack for persuasion, earns a hefty income. Commission after commission, deal after deal, he's raking it in. His financial success is evident in his luxury car, his swanky apartment, his designer suits. On the other hand, the scientist, despite his high IQ and his contributions to his field, earns a modest income. His earnings are decent, but they're not even close to the salesman's. In this instance, it's clear that the salesman's emotional intelligence and social skills have earned him greater financial success than the scientist's intellectual prowess. This isn't to say that intelligence doesn't matter. It does. But it's not the only factor at play when it comes to financial success. Emotional intelligence, social skills, and the ability to connect with people can sometimes outweigh intellectual intelligence. So the question remains, in the game of life, is it better to be a savvy salesman or a brainy scientist? Another key factor that can impact earnings: risk-taking. Often, those who are less traditionally intelligent might be more inclined to take risks. Now you might be wondering why. Well, it's because they may not overanalyze situations or fear potential failure as much as their more intelligent counterparts. They are more likely to dive headfirst into opportunities, seizing them before others even recognize their existence. This willingness to take risks can lead to greater financial rewards. Let's consider the stock market, for instance. It's a platform for risk takers. Those who dare to invest in stocks that others deem too risky often reap tremendous rewards. Similarly, in business, those who dare to venture into uncharted territories, introducing innovative products or services, can turn a handsome profit. These risk takers might not score high on an IQ test, but they certainly score high on the wealth scale. Let's take a look at a real-life example. Consider the story of Richard Branson, the founder of the Virgin Group. Branson is dyslexic and struggled in school, but that didn't stop him from starting a record business in a church, which eventually grew into the multinational conglomerate we know today. Branson's story is a testament to the power of risk-taking. His lack of traditional intelligence didn't hinder his success. In fact, one could argue that his willingness to take risks and push boundaries was a significant factor that contributed to his immense wealth and success. In the world of business and finance, it's not always about how much you know. Sometimes it's about how much you're willing to risk. And in many cases, those who are willing to risk the most end up gaining the most. By being willing to take risks, this entrepreneur achieved greater financial success than many of his more intelligent peers. So, what's the lesson here? Let's take a moment to distill the essence of our discussion. We embarked on this journey of discovery, probing the intriguing paradox of intelligence and wealth. We've seen that the world doesn't always reward the smartest among us with the highest wealth, a concept that might seem a little counterintuitive to some. We compared the savvy salesman and the brainy scientist, two archetypes on opposite ends of the spectrum. The salesman, though perhaps not as academically gifted as the scientist, often earns more due to his strong interpersonal skills, his knack for persuasion, and his ability to seize opportunities. On the other hand, the scientist, despite his high IQ, may not be as wealthy because his focus lies in the realm of ideas and theories, not necessarily in the world of commerce and finance. Then we delved into the role of risk-taking. We acknowledged that those who dare to take risks, those who step out of their comfort zones, often encounter greater financial rewards. The mindset of a risk-taker, combined with a healthy dose of resilience, can often lead to greater wealth, even if they aren't the smartest in the traditional sense. So, what does all this mean? It's time to shatter the illusion that intelligence is the sole determinant of wealth. It's time to appreciate the value of emotional intelligence, of social skills, of the courage to take risks. It's time to recognize that the way you apply your skills and talents, the way you interact with the world around you, can be just as crucial, if not more so, than your IQ score. In this complex, ever-evolving world, there's more than one path to success, more than one definition of intelligence. So let's celebrate the diversity of our talents, let's value the richness of our experiences, and let's embrace the multitude of ways we can use our unique abilities for success. Remember, sometimes it's not about how smart you are, but how you use what you've got.